Hi! Lots of new holidays are coming, Christmas and New Year, and today we will be talking about how this opportunity of celebrating holidays may be used for recycling vocabulary, telling stories, and talking about Christmas things. So, how do we usually teach about Christmas? Christmas starts from the very young age when the students sing songs using the pictograms and they learn the very elementary vocabulary such as a reindeer, a ribbon, and so on. This will last for 2 or more years until the students are big enough to start structuring the vocabulary, because all the vocabulary about an angel, a bell, a wreath, and so on may be structured into the groups. And what are the main groups when we talk about Christmas? We can talk first of all about the origin, and that is where they will learn about the nativity scene, Jesus, and all the elements of the Christmas origin. Then we will talk about the decorations, the elements. They can also learn some new elements, which is a holly, for example. And then we'll talk about how usually people act before and during Christmas, because mostly Christmas is not about taking gifts. Christmas is about giving gifts. So what is Christmas? Christmas is about remembering other people. So we send postcards, we give gifts, and we help the needy people, often by caroling. And finally, of course, Christmas is about food and about eating. Some food is left for Santa, some food is used for Christmas dinner, but in general, this all vocabulary is structured and all elements of Christmas are presented here. They are the origin, the traditions, and here inside the traditions are the decorations, the way of celebrating, and food. This is a good vocabulary structure that may be used during many years if someone new comes or if we need to tell more about Christmas. But we also can use Christmas for telling story. And in this story, we learn about all the elements of Christmas, only they are presented as the people who are Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, the elves, and reindeer. They are not the people, but here they are the characters who act. The characters are in bubbles. Our setting is in the house. The setting is in the form of trapezoid. And here we see that there is Santa's workshop, and also there are children's homes. Children write letters to Santa, and they write the letters, and Santa receives the letters. He lives on the North Pole. This is the chance to review some geography, and everyone is working at presents. Children want presents and write about them in the letters. Santa Claus is preparing the presents in the workshop. The elves help in the preparation. Mrs. Claus also assists Santa, and the reindeer in the sleigh help to bring these presents to the children. Santa comes to home through the chimney and through the fireplace, and that is how he brings presents to the children. The most important reindeer, who is Rudolph, is also here. You know that Rudolph has a red nose, and that is how Rudolph signals to other, I don't know, maybe planes, that the Santa sleigh is coming. This is the story that helps not only review the vocabulary, it also has lots of extensions. We can talk about Santa and describe Santa's appearance. We can talk about Santa's family. We also can talk about Santa's pets, about Santa's helpers, and we can talk about children, how they prepare, how they decorate, what they feed Santa with, and so on and so forth. This is a story that is actually the same story that I showed last week, and this is a story that answers the questions who, doing what, and where, and that is a story that can be retold not only in present simple but also in past tenses. The question usually is how to talk about Christmas at the advanced stages, and what shall we talk about? So we prefer not to retell Santa's story, but to use Christmas for extensions. For example, here is the worksheet representing different Christmas foods around the world, and children have to recognize what climate is this food from, and that is how they review climate, biomes, and geography and different cultures. And another worksheet represents different Santas at a different periods of life. Here is modern Santa, and then with the global warming, which starts obviously now, so Santa loses his place of living, and by let's say 2117 Santa will live in a hot place. So here we can compare two Santas by everything, by their appearance, skin color, and many other things. So next week we will be showing in our videos how celebration can become a powerful tool for recycling vocabulary and for giving the meaning to the holiday.